9th of December 2020. Let's hope we have a better day than yesterday. Yesterday was absolutely disgusting price action. We got chopped around a bit, but that's in the past now. Let's see what today brings. Obviously, the ECB meeting tomorrow, and followed by the Lagarde presser, and also we should expect more Brexit comments with Boris Johnson travelling to Brussels today to thrash out the deal. So again, I'm reducing risk on GU today. We got caught on GU and GY yesterday, so luckily I was risking half on those pairs, and we had a couple of losses, some small and one 4-1 on GY. But yeah, let's have a look at the euro and see if we can make out anything. For the last previous 4 days since Friday, we've been consolidating in this range between kind of 121 and 121.50. As you can see, this 121.50 level is held as resistance, and this 121, although we briefly dropped below it on Tuesday, on Monday, sorry, was it Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, yeah. It held yesterday as support pretty well, even though we put in this ridiculously small ranging bar yesterday, waiting for these moving averages to catch up for the euro. We still haven't retraced back to this breakout area 120, so that could be on the cards, but 121 is the support, and this Monday low is if we get a close beyond that, then I think that a test of 121 is on the cards. Above 121.50 is 122. These are the two supports from back in 2018 that held firm before breaking lower. There's also this trend line that is has been respected. So if we drop down there, I expect 120, this area around 120 to become the good support area. So technically, EU is looking pretty solid, not like GU. As you can see, like this is what Brexit comments do. Just a complete mess this last couple of days. So you can see why we're trading 50% risk on GU. Unfortunately, when the comments have broken, we were caught on the wrong side of it yesterday. But this 133 area looks pretty solid support. Even though this spike lower broke, almost reached 132, there was a big rally, so big support area, this 133, and also this 134.80, which is a double top. There's also a previous high. If you look back far enough, this is held as resistance here. So although we're in a big range, these are spiky moves. They're really difficult to trade. And if you're caught on the wrong side of it, it's likely that you'll get stopped out. So applying risk here. This applying less risk here, this trend line as well. Although we managed to close back into it on Monday, we closed on it on Tuesday, and now it seems that the bulls are kind of trying to push back inside that trend line. It's not that noticeable on the daily, but if you look at the hour, it seems to have some respect at the moment, although that respect is kind of fading. And I think if we can close above and break above this high, we might get a push up towards these the top of this trend line and the weekly highs. So GU a bit of a mess, but Boris Johnson's over in Brussels to see if we can finally put an end to this Brexit talk. UJ. UJ was still stuck in this range from 103.66 and 104.73. This trend line is also near this resistance area. So if we get a break of that and a close above 105, then I think we can push towards these kind of levels. Or if not, and we close below, then we might revert down to 104 to find some support, and below that 103.66. Below, if we get a close below 103.66, then 103 is the likely big round number to find support before this trend line. But either way, like I've said for the last week or so now, break outside of this wedge is when I'll make a decision on it. I'll change my view from neutral to bullish or bearish. Right, GY, technically scrappy like GU. This 140.33 area has been a big resistance. You can see these 4 spikes last week, and that caused a sellout and a break of this trend line. This acted as support. We closed on it. We closed below it yesterday with this inside bar, and it looks as though the bulls are trying to push forward to these highs today, after reacting from 137.85, which was a previous support and resistance. So I think if we test these highs, look out for around this kind of resistance area between 140.61 and 139.94 to be where the bears start stepping in. EY, nice consolidation, waiting for these MAs to catch up around this resistance area, this triple top here back in August and September. And it looks like we've set up for a nice range and a nice breakout should we get a close above 127. I think is the true resistance area, to say that if we get a close above this, then we should have cleared this resistance, and a push higher could be on the cards. Nice uptrend, nice consolidation, and then the next leg up could be in the near future. Obviously, 125 will be the resistance if we close below yesterday's low, and that could come into play before we push up. But at the moment, nice consolidation, not much reaction from the bears, and it looks like the bulls are still in control here. So above that is 127.56. If you check the sorry, I should have done the weekly. Yeah, it was this high here back in the first quarter 2019, and it was also acted as support, a bit of a pivotal area. So 127.56 should we see a close above 127, and then above that it looks to be fresh air until 133. So lost a target there for the bulls. Let's go on a smaller time frame. You can see we put in this kind of bottom around 126, and we've had a nice push higher overnight on the hourly chart. So yeah, it looks to be some room to push higher here for EY. Let's see what happens. AU, nice consolidation. The support area of previous resistance 74s acted as a support, and it looks like we had a good drive overnight, and it looks like this could break out of this trend channel and this range of the last week or so. So AU looking positive. I like this inside bar formation here that happened on Friday. Low ranging kind of day, then an outside bar the following Monday, and yesterday we put in this really small range which was a bit of a nightmare day to trade yesterday. So looks like we're breaking higher. AU currently testing its highs. Dollar CAD. This is kind of like the opposite to euro, where we're consolidating but near its lows. These MAs are starting to catch up now, and no real push from the bulls, although they've made a few attempts. If you check the hour one time frame, you can see this drive higher and it rejected by the bears. And then we had another one yesterday, and again overnight we started selling off again. So any pushes higher from the bulls, no real momentum. They run out of steam by the end of the US session, and it looks like the bears still in control. 127.82 is the level that I've got marked up, which is quite a big level on the weekly. Yeah, but probably wait until these moving averages to catch up before want to see a break below this and a push down to 127. But plenty of room to the downside on UC should we continue this downtrend and see some more dollar weakness. Euro against the Aussie. It's a bit of a scrappy range, but it looks like there's some downwards pressure today. This Monday low is key. There's a lot of room below that. If we look at the hourly chart, you can see what I mean. Unfortunately, there's no signal for us, but yeah, this looks key for a break, and not much support. If you look to the left until around this area, so plenty of room to go for EA before it gets to this next area of demand. So let's see what happens there. Unfortunately, not a signal for us, so I will be trading this kind of breakout. But if this candle closes back inside, the break could come later on in the day. So happy to just sit on the sidelines for now. Although it does look pretty bearish, this pair, especially after 1, 2, 3, a lower high put in here, and as you can see, we are rotating and grinding lower. I think this is going to go, but I'm often wrong. Gold. Gold's been on an absolute rampage. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 of the last 6 days have been bullish, and it's put in some really nice bullish price action candles here. See these two big bullish moves started last week in this one, and I think that this trend line is going to be tested soon. After a move like that, it looks like some really good momentum. Although this other trend line has been intact, apart from this false breakout here. We tested it again on the downside, and we kind of penetrated, but closed on it yesterday, and now we're selling off a bit. So in the near term, we could see a bit of a sell off, maybe down to 18, 17, this kind of area that acted as resistance here, and also these two small inside bars. But we didn't even touch it on this bullish bar. So this is where I imagine the support would be. But for now, it looks like there's good momentum in gold, and we could see this pair continue push higher up to this trend channel resistance. Just check the hourly. Hourly, we seem to have set the bulls seem to have set their line in the sand. Although these moves higher, these pushes higher amounted to nothing. We grinded lower in the end of the US session and overnight, and now we put in this nice range. So if we get below this low that was put in overnight, then I think a test of Monday's breakout area could be on the cards somewhere around here. So yeah, I'll be looking to take this breakout lower. And yeah, gold looks pretty set up for a big move if we can avoid these kind of these kind of spikes. FTSE, again, this is nice false breakout here, and we cleared the high of this range, and we've also put in a new high. I've done the, excuse me. Yeah, we've also cleared this high, the high back in June, which put in this this pretty long trend channel. And since breaking that, we've been on a tear higher. We penetrated this previous high, and it looks like FTSE is set to ramp up again up to 7,000, big round number. So a massive round number. Yeah, so things are looking good for FTSE. If we check the hour one. Put in support around 6,515. High is 6,600. So expect a test of this coming up, and if we can close above that, then I think we push higher, even though we're a little bit overextended on the daily chart. The moving averages are still catching up. So yeah, maybe you might get a bit of a false breakout and a retracement towards this breakout area here, or even of this 6505 area. So yeah, FTSE looking good. Everything is set up, and after a day like yesterday, usually the next day is pretty good. People have got to make money at the end of the day, and on days like yesterday, I don't think you can unless you're an extremely good trader, or you got a little bit lucky. But maybe that's me just being a little bit bitter. Anyway, good luck, and I'll speak to you later. Bye.